Hi guys, welcome to Cypress Automation Learning. So today I'm going to start on Cypress Automation from scratch. So for Cypress Automation, so this is one of the famous automation tool in the market, right? So it is used for both UI and API automation, right? So we'll start from installation part. So there are some prerequisites which is required for Cypress automation. So these are the prerequisites. So we'll need Node.js in our system. So we'll install Node.js. Then we need an ID to code, and we'll use Visual Studio Code or VS Code. Okay. And then we'll install Cypress in our system. So to install Node.js, go to Node.js download from here, and depending on the your system configuration. So I'm using Windows, so I'm just using this one, 64-bit. Save. So once it's download, do next, accept this, and install in your system. So it will take few minutes to complete the installation of Node.js. So this is the first requirement or prerequisite to work on Cypress automation. So it has completed the installation. So finish. So once it will be installed in your system, then go to your C drive and then program files. So you will see a folder should be created with name Node.js, right? So this has been installed in your system. So now what you need to do, once you install, you need to go to node underscore modules and then npm. So this is node package manager npm, through which we will install all the dependencies and for example, Cypress we will install using npm. So what you need to do, you need to go to bin and copy this path and set in the environment variable. Go to environment variable in your system and this path, click new. Since for me it is already set, no, it's not there. Okay, so just copy the path here. Okay, go to environment variable. Let me repeat. Go to environment variable, come to path, then new, and add this path, node underscore module, then npm and pin, the path which I copied from here. Then click OK and OK. So once you do this step, go to command prompt and check that whether the um, installation of Node.js is successfully done and system variable is set. So for that, just to node and then -v. So it will give the version of your node.js in your system. See, okay. So now it is ensuring that your system has node.js installed. Okay. Now I already have Visual Studio Code, but you can go ahead and download Visual Studio Code in your system. Then once you do these two installation, Visual Studio Code and Node.js, then go to File, create new folder, else go to any, okay, um, just create one new folder, Cypress automation, Cypress automation. Okay, create a new folder in your system and then file, open folder and open that folder which you created. Yeah. Now from Visual Studio Code, open the terminal, open this terminal. Now you will need the first thing in your Cypress project, what you will need is package.json, package.json. So for this, use npm init. This is the command for installing package.json in your system. So this will, this is required to install all your dependencies related to Cypress. Okay, so whatever JS based project or automation we will be doing, so we will require package.json in which we will have all the dependencies which are required. Now go ahead and create that package.json using command npm init. So it will ask few details like package name. It is taking a Cypress automation. Just hit enter. Then version, hit enter. Give the description Cypress automation basic. Okay. Test command. Hit enter. Git repository. We are not giving any repository detail as of now. Keywords. Author. Hit enter. Give yes. Okay. So now package.json is ready. So if you see the structure of package.json, it has scripts, then other details, right? And now you need to install Cypress in your system, right? Cypress installation. So for Cypress installation, go to official website, cypress.io, and use this command npm install Cypress. So npm install Cypress. So what is the command? This is the command for that. So hyphen save hyphen dev will save the dependency, then see record in package.json. So record in package.json. Okay. So hit that command. It will take few minutes to complete all the Cypress related libraries. And once you install, then node underscore modules should be created. This folder will be created and all the related libraries will be there inside this folder. So let it complete. So let it install. Let us again go back. So from prerequisites part, what are the things we did? We installed Node.js in your system, and then Visual Studio Code, VS Code, and for Cypress, um, then we install package.json, right, using npm init command in the terminal. And then for Cypress, we are using this command, npm install Cypress hyphen save. So this is used to save the record in package.json. So whatever the JS related automation will be working, so we'll use npm commands, not package manager. It is still running. It takes few minutes to complete the Cypress installation. Yeah. So now the installation part is done. Once it is installed, then you can see the dev dependencies is created, right? Cypress with version. So this is the latest version, 12.17.3. Okay. So this is the latest version installed in our system. Now, once it is installed, now you have to open Cypress. Okay. So to open Cypress, use the command npx cypress open. So Cypress has its own runner as well, so that we can open using npx Cypress open. So once you hit this command, so it will tell that it looks like this is your first time using Cypress with the version. Opening Cypress. So the window will open like this. Continue. So this is the Cypress runner window, and choose end-to-end testing. And once you choose, then these are the sample folder uh, are there, right? So just hit continue. So the advantage is that Cypress runs on these browsers, so we can run our script in Chrome as or Electron browser. So just choose Chrome and start end-to-end testing in Chrome. So it will just run the specs. So I'm just creating a sample spec. So specs are nothing but test script, and I'm just using the example specs which Cypress gives. Click OK, got it. So once you do, so yeah, so Cypress gives these sample scripts once you install Cypress in your system. So run any of the script. So you can see this Cypress folder is getting created in your Visual Studio Code, right? And the spec file will be there under E2E folder. So earlier in Cypress older version, it used to have an integration folder. Now it is coming under E2E. So getting started is there, and then there are, so these are JS files, right? So these are spec files. These are spec files. So these are some sample scripts given by Cypress. Okay. So these are some sample scripts given by Cypress. And so specs are called, basically specs are test scripts in Cypress. So let me run any of this. Let me run this one. Let me check what is there. Okay, let me run it. Yeah. So it will just ensure that everything is done from installation point of view, and we are good to go with Cypress automation. Okay, so it is running your scripts. So let me close it. So what I will do, we will create our own spec. So let me create a folder, learning, or just basic. Fine. And create a new file and test1.js. So Cypress, or for Cypress automation, we'll be creating a JS file. So test1.js. Now, so here we'll go ahead with Mocha, and it will have a describe and it block. So use describe. So basically describe will have test suite. So use test suite one, something like that. Okay. And this is an anonymous function in JavaScript. And under describe block, use it block. So sometime this Cypress intelligence doesn't come, right? So for that, use command Cypress intelligence. Yeah. So there is a command for that. Use this one. Reference type Cypress. Use this one. Okay, so once you use, now it is coming, right? So describe will behave like a test suite. So one describe block can have multiple it block. So it is kind of test case one. And the second parameter will be anonymous function. So this is how we write in JavaScript. So the first step, to launch any of the application, we use cy dot. So for Cypress commands, we use cy. So once we do cy dot, then we will see these are the options. So to launch any of the application, we use cy dot visit, and then pass the URL. So let's go ahead with any sample google.com, right? For our first basic script purpose. So cy.visit google.com. Now go to your Cypress runner, start end-to-end testing. Then it will show like which spec you want to run. Just close it because we have opened before making our changes. So let's open it again. npx Cypress open. End-to-end testing. Then start end-to-end testing in Chrome. A minute, let me. For now, just create this under getting started folder. Basically, we need to give the spec pattern detail, so that I will cover later on. Just delete this one, and we should see now test1.js. Yeah, close it, save it, and px Cypress open. Chrome. Okay. The problem is, um, we need to give it test1.cy.js. Okay, this is the format which we need to give. Okay, now it should come while we run npx Cypress open. Use this one. Now it is coming, right? So the format you need to follow is cy.js. Now try to run it. We can change this format as well. I will explain this in next session. Yeah, so this is how it's running. So it has launched google.com and it has passed. So here you can see, right, that we can traverse through each line of code, through each step, like how exactly it launched, which request is getting called. Okay, and we can run it in different browser as well. So let me just quickly show you. So from here, suppose if I want to run it on in S and test, suppose I want to run this one. So it is just launching google.com and running in Edge browser. Okay, so from here also we can choose like on which browser we want to run. So this is the advantage of running Cypress on head mode. So that's it from this session. So we will continue in next session and we will create some scripts in Cypress and we'll work on the other UI components, UI automation components. Okay. All right. Thank you.